What's that famous Wolf on Wall Street line is? What would you rather be in this lifetime? Would you rather be the guy who's sitting in a car, like what, a $10,000 car or something like that, crying his eyes out because his wife left him? Or would you rather be the guy in the Ferrari who's crying his eyes out because his wife left him? No, money does make up for things a little bit, Nova Online. It does mean something. I was watching this video, this short today, and it was so true. It was talking about how rap, when you get a little bit older, you realize they're just dissing you for working a regular job, and you're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna trim down on my listening of the rap music here soon. You know, I think that's in the plans. But at the same time, we also know money means a little bit of something. Yeah, the tour, I like money. It's not too bad. If Nova was like making tons of cash right now off Cameo or something, he'd be bragging about it. You trolls can't beat me. I'm making tons of money right now. I'm rolling in the dough for sure. And we have to commentate almost every Nova line because who knows how long it goes in between. If you guys didn't know that, I know it from editing it, bro. You have to be making major cuts. That's why I'll be saying Nova is a master at saying 7 words, maybe, per sentence. And then he waits like a total of 20, bro. Look how angry he looks right now. He looks generally upset at his stream. What is his stream even supposed to be?
People.
Oh, I'm just blocking a few people. Don't mind me. Like, what even is this stream supposed to be? You just sit there in silence?
Snitched on me.
Oh, someone snitched on you. Now, the rumor is, guys, I mean, if you watch my most recent video, you guys know the rumor, right? The Nova walked up to him and told them that, hey, I can't be around people under the age of 18. And the manager, like, if I'm a manager, right? And some guy walks up to me who I've just hired this fool and is like, listen, I can't be around people under the age of 18. You know he was at some, like, Trader Joe's, something like that, bro. He would literally... I would fire the guy. He wanted to get fired. And it's like, you know what's funny about it, guys? It's almost like not Tophiachu. It's almost like Nova was trying to get the one up on us, right? He was trying to tell his manager, like, hey, if there's anyone under the age of 18, I can't work with them because I get told that I shouldn't be allowed to do this. And instantly, if I was a manager as well, you get fired. It's done so.
Someone spread terrible rumors about me and got me fired within 48 hours.
A call to action to have a memorial service for all the victims, and we invited the families. And then one family member from each victim stood up at the podium and talked about their loved one.
Alright, people can get you fired from work. I mean, that's a thing that could happen. But to be for real, 48 hours, you had to be a very unlikable person to begin with. It's just flat out. For them to get rid of you at the moment, like right then and there.
Appreciate the help.
I'm asking everyone here.
No college will accept my broke.
What?
I can't even fucking afford community college.
He wouldn't even be able to get into community college? Nova, you're not trusted in a community college, to be frank, guy. Let's be real here. Like, I mean, you can't do it. Like, get out of here, Nova, thinking that you can go to college. And yeah, you probably don't make enough money to begin with. But let's be fair, you probably had some money from, like, tuition for, what is it called when you're graduating high school? Did your guys' high school do this? Where you like sit on the bleachers and they call you out for like the grants that you get? Like, Nova would probably be a prime person to get that, bro. He had to have.
I'm a dumb.
That is true, Nova.
Let's find some other case that they can pin him on.
I don't
It's
know.
no use asking my fans for help because all they do is send me fake job offers.
Nova, why should your fans be getting you a job? That's some crazy stuff. When in the history of the internet, as someone who you've liked, who you've been watching, just all of a sudden posted a video like, hey, can you guys get me a job? Can I come work with you? Not only would you instantly lose some of the aura surrounding that content creator, but at the same time, you probably wouldn't get very many hits. I don't care if he was like a 200,000 sub channel. Maybe if you had like 1 million and you did those kind of videos, it would happen. But that's just crazy thought. Nova, you just destroyed your reputation. There's nothing else to it at this point. You have just shattered all the belief, all the hope anyone could have in you, because they know what you bring their way. It's just constant chaos. And you can't even like write up on your resume, here's my most recent jobs, because you got fired in days. So you either look like you have a huge gap in your job history or an incompetent person.
So it's a tense time because
My brother's in play. Thanks for the gift, I appreciate it, but it won't make me feel better. Money can't buy happiness.
He literally is just on repeat. He's like one of those NPCs that you prod too many times in a video game, so they just give the same thing back and forth, and you're like, okay, so this guy right here, what I can understand from his personality is he has no money, he's a very angry and shrill person, and he wants to go to a school to change his life for some reason. Little did you know, later in the video game, you figure out that he's an online predator on Discord, and that he was actually he was a terrible human being. So maybe you should have robbed him. Wait, can I say that? Maybe you should have robbed him in Minecraft and took all of his money. He's steaming at the moment because Ginger a coup.
Thank you. And I'm
And I want to
celebrating
watch some PWR,
tonight.
baby.
I'm incredibly emotional.
You know, no tonight. None of our viewers, not a single one of us. It is hot in here. As Nelly said in 2003 or 2. One of the two. It's hot in here, baby.
Because it is the end of my childhood. And I want to celebrate that with the fans. Now,
If you guys don't know, PWR here recently has been going insane. And he decided he was going to write a few names in a book. Well, why? Well, no one knows why, to be honest with you. But it's because, well, I mean, he's saying that it's because the Kiwi Farms and the Kino Casino have ruined his life, but we don't know what has made him go crazy. We're not entirely sure just yet. But he's going to go write a book, or he's going to go attack people, potentially.
I already am seeing abuse. I'm already seeing abuse. And I'm just going to let you know of these accounts that I see that are, and you're going to be brought down. I'm not screwing around anymore. I'm ending this to all that. Let's talk about something positive.
So he got so drunk on this stream that he eventually fell down, his chin wide open, because he was getting too hammered, and apparently he was popping something that he shouldn't have.
Let's talk about something positive. My childhood meal here. There it is. The classic Lebanese Canadian food court burger from my youth. It still looks the same. It looks exactly the same as it did in 2000. And on top of that, we got this tonight. This is what they drove me to. I'm gonna end this culture of abuse.
Gotta pop a bottle for all the trolls in his lifetime. He literally can't handle
Like
it.
they say, my career.
This is probably the last time we'll see PWR on stream in a long time. Unless he does something incredibly ridiculous here soon.
Then I'm taking them all down. Oh, we got more. Like I said, I got a whole booklet here. I'm going to write down every name that's in here. Living here. Now, let me just, as you see, now I got to give the history. This is the food court as I remember it. And it's incredibly heartbreaking because now they've actually torn this all out here that you see on the screen, and they replaced it with something that just looked like complete garbage. But just for this brief few minutes, I'm back there. And I'm gonna.
Who sits there and thinks back, man, my school food I had back in the day, that was just peak. That's all I want, is just have another tray of school food in my lifetime. Like, no, nobody in the world.
I'm gonna reunite tonight with my childhood game. Was the arcade. This is a celebration. This is the end of my youth. Got it? It's 1998, 99, 2000.
It's so crazy to think that PWR is 35 and still has a fond memory of the arcade. Like, when I went into the arcade when I was a kid, there was nothing happening.
I was again. I can taste it. I'm there again. Before the community of hate. And oh yeah, you all like to hide behind the guise of, oh, it's just having fun. Well, when I put my final solution into preparation, it's not gonna be so fun in games anymore. Oh look, what?
It's just like with Anaconda Sins. You can be joking about this stuff, dummy boy, but that's still absolutely terrible. Could you imagine joking about ending Snort Hogan and Duty streams? Who the hell cares that much? DSP doesn't even care that much. If it happened, he'd probably be happy. But here we got this guy talking about trying to do it in real life. Like, even if he's just attempting to make a comeback, this is just insane work. All you had to not do was ban almost your entire fan base, like DSP, dummy boy.
A surprise! We got more abusers here that I'm gonna take the names of. I'm gonna make sure all you effing DSP circle jerkers, you bullies, are directly responsible. Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to take myself back to a better time and share that passion with the real fan. I'm there. It's 1999. We just walked through the Zeller's toy section and made our way down to the food court, and we got the Lebanese Canadian specialty cheeseburger platter. Oh.
You guys ever watch those like World War II veteran videos? And they're recounting their experience with such passion. That's the way PWR recounts going down the toy aisle when he was 15 or 16 years old. In 1999, how old would PWR be? He'd be 9 years old walking down the toy aisle. I don't have very many stories I can remember walking down the toy aisle, to be honest with you. I can remember a couple of games that I got, because it was like, oh man, I almost didn't get those. And it's like Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I remember getting that for some reason. And Sly Cooper 1. But besides that, nothing. Oh, and Saints Row. When Saints Row first came out. That's it. This guy can remember every video game he's got off the top of his head.
Oh my god. It takes me back. What is Zellers? It was a 90s, 2010 Walmart. No, I screwed the DSP community. I robbed the to prove a point. To make a point that this is a culture that supports bullying. Yeah, that is right, Zaneed. Talking about that original Burger King era. Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to sacrifice their life on the line to bring justice. Oh, here's another one. Iconic. You're a nobody. Nobody cares. Well, your name is going down. let's see here. So, when I put this final solution into effect, the name is right there. Who else wants on this list? I'm gonna make sure that these names are held accountable. Now, can I please enjoy my childhood meal? This is the end of my youth. One last.
His youth
glimpse
is
into
over. Right now, we're witnessing a 35-year-old man, potentially older, lose everything he's worked for. Been a man-child his entire life. Now, he has to step up and do the most ridiculous thing he can possibly think of. While at the same time, since we all know that he's lying, and the death note is just a ploy that he's doing, it's a little more embarrassing that he's just trying to get 20 more viewers on his live stream. But you know what? You go ahead, PWR. It's not like you didn't almost have like sometimes 700 viewers at a time.
My childhood.
But you wasted
taking me
it.
back to that era. It's incredible how it tastes exactly like the early 2000s. It really does. No, I'm bringing it all down. The casino, the whole sector is going to be shaken at the core, and they're going to be held responsible. I plan on writing this expose that's going to release names, that's going to release the abuse that I've received, the manipulation. Oh yeah, they're all going to jail. I am writing them down. I already have a list. Of who I am gonna make directly responsible. Now it's gonna be incredibly emotional to reconnect with my childhood game. Thank you, Vangrellis crew, with the super chat tonight, supporting my sacrifice. And he says the sector has fallen. Well, it will. It's gonna, like I said, it makes me sick that they try to hide this DSP as, oh, just having fun, and lives are at stake. And I'm taking it all down. I'm bringing it all down. You are, when did you first play? Don't reconnect me to my childhood game. No, that's the problem. That nobody's actually spoke out against this culture of abuse.
So, a little bit wider of a description of who PWR is. PWR, at least, gosh, what is it, 4 or 5 months ago, was just a random dude who loved DSP so much that he would get on stream to like 2 people and argue with all of DSP's detractors. He has an intense hate for this person named Lexi and most other people who DSP hates. And he's done some crazy stuff in the past involving DSP that I don't think I can mention, to be honest with you. But think of, you guys ever seen 13 Reasons Why? Well, think about the dude the girl who's in that one guy's head. Like, that's what PWR attempted to do in the name of DSP. And then he got discovered, and PWR was found to be pretty amusing. And people were throwing PWR money, and all of a sudden, PWR just decided he was sick of it, and it started blocking a lot of people. And all of a sudden, he realized that wasn't very good for business. And now he's attempting stuff like this, or he's went absolutely crazy. And to be fair, PWR for a very long time has been posting members-only videos of comic books that give him ideas. Maybe PWR is just crazy and we ignored all the signs.
That these DSP hate watchers have cultivated. And I'm gonna be the one to bring it down. Like, it's not about supporting Phil at this point. It's not about being a fan of Phil in 2025. It's about bringing down a culture of, and I robbed every last one of them. And you know what's funny? That, oh, I'm a effing loser. Like TJ Gamebox makes a tweet saying, I no longer will support PWR statement. That's supposed to be a statement. Now this is powerful. Mission Impossible 64, Shawn Michaels, and Zellers. You're taking me back to that moment when I got Shawn Michaels from the vault. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough. I'm almost sick to my stomach and I can't eat. I can't enjoy my childhood. No, I want nothing to do with any of these abusers. I'm bringing them all down. They're all going down. Like I said, I'm the good guy here. I'm the good guy. I'm the hero here. Who's gonna...
He's the baby
shake
face.
up
Kino
this
Casino is
whole
the heel.
community and bring them all down. Now I want to see some support. I want to see some support. And if I don't get it, then I'm going off. This is my sacrifice.
The chat that night, they had a very slim margin of success. You either hit the goals. I don't know if there's a goal in place, but you hit the imaginary goals. Or he's going off that night, you know, he's drinking even more.
This is my sacrifice to bring justice to a world without morals, to a world without boundaries, to a culture seldom known about, seldom seen. This is a result of the abuse. You know, it's all going to be worth it. It's all going to be worth it when these detractors are behind bars where they belong. Where they belong. And it's not going to be fun and games anymore. It's not going to be, oh, we're just razzing, we're just having fun. I'm going to directly make sure. And like I said, I got my abuse. I got names right here. Who wants to, you know, do a hard jail sentence, you know, right? Let's see the abuse. Give me the same that you give Phil. Abuse me, DSP detractors.
Why would anyone
Abuse
want
me.
that? DSP detractors are like fourth on the list when it comes to the most vicious. Why would you want anything to do with DSP detractors?
And I'll take your names and I'll write them down. Oh, I will be releasing the list. Actually, what I'm doing is I am taking a vacation. I'm taking my laptop to a hotel. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna tell my experience of really delving into this DSP community of hate. Oh, we got another one here. DSP's incident. Oh, we got more. Now, all right. No, I'm not supporting a culture of hate. I don't support a culture of hate. Oh, I don't care about hurting the audience. I care about the real fans, absolutely. But when it comes to this culture,
Your entire audience is
somebody
your
needs
real
to stand up
viewers.
to it and
Even the
expose
ones
it.
there to mess
Like I
with
said,
you. Just for a little bit. Who cares?
I may not be supporting Phil in 2025 as a person, but I'm fighting against the bullying and devaluation that's happened to me, that's happened to other fans of Phil. I robbed the DSP detractors. I did, and you know what's really funny? They supported hatred. They supported hate.
PWR has the most peculiar voice out of any of the lolcows. It really reminds me of young Chris Chan, to be honest with you. Just how distinct that he sounds.
To try to bring him down. To try to bring his career down. That's what it was. That's what it was. Thank you, Sioski Me.
Thank you, lovely.
Thank you. It's good to see that some people are supporting my sacrifice. Because like I said, I feel like in that Bret Hart documentary, I'm finding myself in a world without morals. But I still have personal integrity. I'm the good guy here. And y'all don't realize that. I am the good guy.
Could you imagine comparing your life to a WWE documentary? Every time I've ever seen one of those, the lifestyle that those guys lived was just absolutely insane. The type of work that they did for the amount of money that they made is ridiculous, especially how often they worked. If I learned anything from a documentary on the WWE, it's how to avoid that profession at all, not find inspiration from it.
Guy in this who's gonna stop this culture of I screwed the DSP detractors. I screwed the Kino Casino. Yes, they will be jailed. They will be jailed. Yeah, no, I do. I have a list right here. This is the same notebook that I'm going to be taking on my trip. When I start this novel, I'm kind of thinking of a title like A Journey into the site. I don't know. I was kind of thinking like a journey into the center of a cycle of unknown. Defeating the dark side filled detractors. Something like that.
Defeating the detractors.
I don't
What
care.
a title
The
for a
casino
book.
abuse. And I'm not about abuse. I'm about positivity. I'm about making change in my life. Being a better person. Trying to fight against injustices. And everything in the chat tonight is going to be logged, is going to be recorded. And when I put this final solution into effect, I'm going to make sure that it's all documented. I'm bringing it down. Yeah, they were lining my pockets because they supported abuse. They supported abuse. Well, thank you, Botch. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got Uncreative Deconstruction says, long-time donator and mod, you've changed. You don't care about your audience and fans like I thought you did. Go F yourself, you effing coward. Unmod me now and keep this dirty stripper money. Enjoy, you mini Phil. Well, thank you. I do appreciate your support. Like I said, I do care about the real fans. That is why I've continued to do this for so long. And that's why. And I'm going to be honest here, that's why I continued doing this, even though I wasn't making the big money anymore. I did still care, so that's bullcrap.
PWR, just like DSP, had one of the easiest jobs in the world. But it was even easier than that. When you're doing gameplay, most often, you gotta come up with commentary when there's nothing in front of you. Now, you could just be fully interacting with the game, but at the same time, most other commentary channels will be fully interacting with the game. So you gotta do it in a very special way. PWR, he didn't even do that. He was just able to play video games, and he had a talking point with DSP, Rich, all the other people in that equation, and he had it made. He could have just did that forever. Well, not forever. It'll last like a year or two, maybe even 3.